spare time. That makes 2 of us. Today, I'll be giving you 5 top pick side hustles that I have chosen which will make you money in 2023. Let's dive right into it. Now, before I start, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to smack up that bell and subscribe button. Share with all your friends, family members, including all your enemies. Now, the very first thing I would start with is arbitrage. Arbitrage is simply buy and sell. It's just big terminology for nothing. So arbitrage is basically you see something on Facebook Market and you think it's valued at more, but it's selling less. You buy it, repost it, and sell to make more. So arbitrage is something that has always been in, but people often are afraid of getting into it because they're afraid that when they buy, they're gonna hold on to that item or for too long in order to have a quick turnover. Now, Gary Vee says it best. The best thing to do, or the best way to live, is basically buying and selling. You can go to garage door sales, or yeah, is that what it's called? Garage door sales. Pick up items from there and repost them on like Facebook Market, Kijiji, or wherever you are, you can post it in your local online service where you can find freelancing and other stuff. Arbitraging. So arbitraging is my #1 pick. So find something valuable on Facebook Market or Kijiji, and then repost it to sell and make more. Basically, it's just grabbing from one end and bringing it to the other. Another thing you could do, it's posting the same picture from someone else, but at a higher value. And then this is a bit risky, but most of the times I want to say I've met someone who actually does it that way. So say you saw an iPhone 13 that is selling at significantly lower, say maybe $900, and you think you could make $100 from it or $50 from it. You post that same picture or a different picture, but the same product at higher, like $950. And when someone contacts you, you again go back to the person who's selling it at $900. You beat the price and say, okay, well, I'm gonna give you $850 or $870. Grab the phone from them and go to the other person or to the next person right away and sell it at a higher price. Like I said, when it comes to electronics and other things that has to do with batteries and stuff, it's always difficult because the person can then come back and say, hey, well, you sold me something that don't work. But meanwhile, you're just trying to arbitrage and make some more money. Now, the second thing I will talk about is dog sitting. That thing has tremendous amounts of money. Okay, if you post, and before you post on Facebook or on any website, before you post, make sure that you're reputable. You're someone with you have like a clear history. Say your Facebook post, your family is on there. You're known, basically, like everything is legit and there's no scam or anything about that. You can post dog sitting services. Okay, dog sitting services is something that can make you a lot of money. The reason why I say that is because I was talking to a friend of mine and she was going to a vacation, and she was going on a vacation and she had to give her dogs to someone to pet sit the dogs while they're on vacation for a couple of weeks. They ended up paying like $800 for those. And for dog sitting, you don't even provide the food, you just provide services. And so basically grabbing the person's dog, pampering them for those 2 weeks. The dog loves you too, those 2 weeks, and then returning them back to the owner. It's basically taking the dog out for a shit, taking the dog for food, water, change all that stuff, show them some love for $800. Like, that was the bare minimum that I heard. But anyways, there are other higher amounts that people could pay. Depending on where you are, you can choose and however how much you wanna earn from that. So dog sitting is something most definitely you should check into. If you're a pet lover, you could always do that on the site. Like, it doesn't, I'm telling you, this is one of the fastest and quickest and I mean, like I said, you need a proper reputation. You need to be someone who, when someone else is looking online and sees your profile and sees your page, they know that you're someone that cannot, hurt or harm their dogs and stuff. And so before you embark on that site, make sure you are squeaky clean from anything, because pets are like humans. So don't even try to, do something fishy about that. So dog sitting is the second one. I feel like that's my favorite. In 2023, dog sitting should definitely be the best. Now, the third thing I'll talk about is Uber delivery and services. Uber delivery and services is something really, I think, if you have a car and, you don't want to make, I feel like side hustle, it's relative, okay? Some people have 9 to 5s and they actually love those 9 to 5s. But having a side hustle or something that can earn you maybe $100 a week, it isn't that bad, because you can use those $100 a week to fund your gas for your 9 to 5 job, basically. And so been there, I have done that. I've driven Uber before, and there's inconvenience, of course. People get into your car, and there's no fun in driving strangers, okay? But at the same time, if you want to make the cash and be very flexible, you might as well do it. And now, before the government got involved with Uber, it was much better. But now with the government, you have to do taxes, you have to do all that stuff. But which is okay, so long as you have a good accountant that can handle everything for you. You pay them, and they do it, and it's not even very much expensive when you do it. And you can also always record that as an expense with the accountant. So it's very, very simple. Now, doing food delivery services, I think there's obviously restaurants out there that actually offer delivery services for, for cash, basically. So you can try to find one of them, but it's a little bit more complicated and difficult, I would say. But it's not something that cannot be done. It's doable. It's very doable. So you can do Uber services, or you can do delivery services, whichever one that suits you. You earn at least $100 a month. $100 a week. By 4 weeks, you're making $400, and you didn't even do a lot. You were just basically flexible with your time. Especially, let's say you go to work, you're 9 to 5, and you're on your way back. You turn on your Uber to go back home. You could be lucky, someone brings you to your area, and then you just drive home. Boom, you made $20 or you made $10. That's how it works. So it's fairly simple. I'll encourage you out there, if you have a newer model for a vehicle, you might as well go out there and just try to do something with it. Try to do something. The 2024 is around the corner, and lots of people are wondering what is going on. They're looking at their financials, looking at the books, and saying, wow, what could I have done better? You could do Uber. That's a side hustle that you can absolutely rock it, and not even, so long as you have a clean abstract and good driving records and everything, you're Gucci. Now, the third thing I'll talk about is, do you love working out? Do you enjoy working out? You could be working out. That's something passionate, at the same time making some money. This one is a bit complicated, but it's simple. Well, I cannot use those two words. It's a bit complex, I should say. But because if you're working out alone, technically, you could find a buddy that you can, help you, or both of you work out together. Because working out alone can be very boring, believe me. And January is around the corner where the gym will be full of people who don't know anything about workouts. So this is a period where you should, have a repeatable Facebook, with your workout photos and everything, and you put on the side you offer workout services. Guaranteed, you can find at least 2 people in 4 months. You can find 2 people who would help, who would pay for services like your workout services, or for you to train them. Being a personal trainer is fairly simple. You just have to go, you have to get a certification. And I don't think that certification is that difficult anyways. It's just a certification to be able or legally allowed to train someone, basically. Like I said, it's not something very difficult. It's something anyone, you can do, I could do. If you love working out, if you're like a gym shark, or how do you say gym, I don't know, and you want to make some cash, you can absolutely do that. by working out, you're enjoying yourself too, because you're working out at the same time training someone, and you're earning from that passion that you're doing. That's something that you should also do. Now, the next thing I will talk about, lots of people don't know about it, and it's something that actually can make you a lot of cash too. But you won't find it very often. But at the same time, when you find, or when you have someone who wants that services, you can make money. Being a tour guide, are you in love with history? Are you in love with the history of your city? Are you in love with the history of your country? Of course, you're in the right place. Now, that could be an ad for a tour guide. You could create a page, a reputable page, not this scammy stuff. Like, I know a lot of people are afraid of being scammed online, but to me, I feel like if you're afraid to do something, or if you're afraid that people will call your page a scam, it don't make sense to me. So you might as well, to be a tour guide, you might as well create a page, make everything really nice and concise, have a set price that you want, or you want to earn when you give people tours around your city, around your hometown, or wherever. And that's just simple. It's like creating a Facebook page, putting I'm a tour guide, or I'm in this, I'm a that on it, and have the reputations, like have photos that proves or depicts that you've been to all these places, know the history, know those things. Being a tour guide is fantastic because, one, you get to travel with a stranger. You get to know other people's culture and traditions and other stuff as you go around showing them around the city. And I believe knowing traditions and culture can save you one day from some sort of hassle, because I think if someone is hostile towards you and you know a little bit about your tradition, or you know a little bit about your language, it's very simple for you to communicate. And they'll be very impressed that, oh, at least you know, or you're trying to learn something about them. And so, being a tour guide, there are many perks that are involved with being a tour guide. Now, this other thing, it's photography, but this, you need skills. Okay, if you don't have the skills or the skill set to photography, you can learn while you do it for your local community. You can have, like, you go to your local community, like spot, like your city hall or whatever. You can put pictures there, you can put a card there that you're a photographer, and all of that, just bringing awareness about your skills. I mean, this is just something on the side too. I do photography on the side, I do videography on the side as well. But I'm not huge. I'm not one that will post it on Fiverr, because, of course, I'm still a work in progress. I'm still a work in process while I post, before I get onto Fiverr or Upwork and all that, all those services that would make me encounter or have more customers. So, ladies and gentlemen, today has been like the easiest video that I've ever shot in my life. It's very simple. The very first thing in 2023 you could do is arbitrage. The second thing we talked about was dog sitter, like be a dog or pet sitter. The fourth thing, or the arbitrage, dog sitting. Third thing is fitness. Oh, in fact, in whichever order, choose whichever one you like and stick your guns and focus on it. You will make some cash out there. It's not difficult. You can find a side hustle. You can post on Kijiji too. You can post on Facebook Market. I'm a hard worker. I can earn $20 an hour. Blah blah blah. I can help move. Blah blah blah. You can make money from all of that. And I feel when we sit back and not find ways to battle inflation, it actually sucks us in, and we get in the comfort zone and just watch TV and not do anything that would expand our lives. Well, with that said, everything has been shared. I hope you enjoyed the video. 5 side hustles. I gave you 6 that will help you in 2023. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.